everybody. I'm Brian.
I'm Brian.
And this is Brian versus Brian, episode 146. Under Siege. Steven Seagal. When did this come out?
92? 90? Yeah, 92.
Yeah, 1992. I usually don't use IMDb. Now I know why. I don't like its format. Andrew Davis. He did a couple other ones. I think he did one before this with Steven. I can't remember if it was Above the Law.
Yeah,
or...
it's Above the Law.
Yeah. And then what did he do? He does Collateral Damage with Arnold. The Fugitive. Shortly after
Fugitive
this,
is probably his big one.
Yeah.
Which I've not seen. I own it, but I've never seen it.
You've never seen The Fugitive?
I've not.
Collateral Damage. That's a good one too. Open up the door. There's a bomb in there. That's the tagline from that one. Okay. Battleship Missouri is about to be decommissioned. Casey Ryback. That's a pretty good name.
Yeah.
That's a good script name. is Captain Adams' personal cook, and Ryback is always butting heads with the ship's XO, Commander Krill. They always have a little back and forth. But the captain always intercedes. One day after the president visits the Missouri, which is also the captain's birthday this day, so the captain learns a helicopter has been cleared to land on the ship by Commander Krill, which he is not informed of, and that's a big no-no. He tells him, I'm sorry, sir, it's a surprise. This is Busey. It's a surprise for your birthday. What am I supposed to do, okay? He's got to have a chopper come in, all right? And it's pretty funny around the deck, and everyone's talking. It's like, oh, Miss July, 1989 is coming, or something like that.
Yeah, they even have the Playboy fold out while they're just like walking.
Yeah.
This is who's coming, boy.
And then, what the hell's her name? Erica Eleniak plays Jordan Tate. That's a good Playboy name, too. Jordan Tate.
Jordan Tate.
Anyway, she was really Miss July 1989.
Oh, she was. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they used that as her character. So that was interesting.
Huh.
Yeah, so they don't really give you any backstory. Like, all of a sudden, this guy Krill wants to just fucking take over this ship, and I can't even remember the plan. Kind of to sell the weapons or something.
Sell the nukes.
Fucking North Korea or some shit. Yeah, because it still had nuclear missiles. Because it's just before it's being decommissioned, and they got some real archival footage of what the heck is it? Pearl Harbor. Like during an anniversary, they got some Bush footage and stuff like that. I heard that was Seagal's idea to incorporate that into the film. That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they just knew ahead of time they actually sent because usually stock footage always looks like grain. Like you could tell it's stock footage, but this looked very seamless to what the actual movie looks like. So I'm wondering if the actual movie crew got to film the day that Bush was giving that speech. So it looks pretty damn seamless. Doesn't look like stock footage.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be decommissioning all these boats here. They all had a good run. Good long run, but all good things come to an end. So we'll be decommissioning the little battleships here. Gotta love Bush. All right. So I don't know what the fuck is up with. First of all, we got to talk. Steven Seagal was just so big during this. I have no fucking clue why. He wasn't particularly great in anything. Arguably, this is his best movie. But man,
for sure. I'll say that out the front. This is definitely his best movie, for sure.
They just kept casting him and shit. I have no clue what was Hollywood's obsession with this guy. I understand Van Damme and all like that kind of shit.
That was my guy. I was obsessed with Van Damme. I was purely Van Damme growing up.
Because his movies are funner and he has a physique. Steven Seagal never takes his shirt off. He might have a sleeveless at most.
He's got like a beer gut when he's on the when he's wearing a tank top for a while. I'm like, God damn.
And yeah, I don't get it. And his fucking accent in this, he like goes in and out of like a Creole accent occasionally. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? I have to go. I'll put you in a bouillabaisse, baby. And he's like, what the fuck? Creole. It's so weird.
It's a bummer we didn't get the ponytail. I missed the ponytail in this movie.
Oh, man. There's some good stuff when, like, they go into the kitchen for the first time. I don't know if it's the first time or the second time. But Seagal's just talking shit the whole time. Oh, this guy ain't shit. You better watch your mouth. And he pushes him and, oh, striking. That's not striking an officer. That's striking an officer. He punches him. Whoa! Starts doing his shit with the other guy.
Whatever the fuck that is.
And then finally he's like, I should have known this the whole time. There's no point to this. You're just fucking getting in trouble for nothing. He's like, okay. Just kind of stops. He stops it. No, I could have whooped all your asses, but I realized this isn't for the good of me. It's like, yeah, none of it was, dipshit. It's like, what the fuck? What's gonna happen? And so he gets thrown into the meat fridge.
Freezer or whatever, yeah.
Meat locker, yeah. And he has one of the rookie kind of guards watch him. He is a very dangerous man. He is completely a psychopath and hates America. If he comes out, I want you to put a bullet right fucking here. And taps him on the head super hard. It's like, hey, man, you're an ass.
Hates America. I love that line.
Yeah, he hates America. Yeah, from this interaction, the raging psychopath.
Oh shit.
Oh god. And then so he's locked in there. Then the helicopter lands, and we get Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones is good in this, man. He's got like a swaggerish bad guy rock and roll dude. But come to find out, he's a CIA agent. So I don't get where this persona comes from. He's like a rock star. Hey, yeah, man, all right.
Yeah. I will say up front, I don't think this is a Steven Seagal movie. This is 100% a Tommy Lee Jones movie because he is like fucking electrifying. I wish he was the main, like, fuck it, just tell a terrorist story because he's so like entertaining to watch. Steven Seagal's so dry and just like, I don't know.
He has more screen time than Seagal.
He has more screen time, yeah.
Which is fucking weird. Seagal, what are you doing? I'm busy. Just film something else. Yeah. And so he shows up. He's funny. He's talking to Tate, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry, little girl. Everything's gonna be fine." You know. And he's just got this straight way of talking. And are you sick? Oh, I got something for you. Yeah. So she's gonna hop out of a cake. These guys are terrorists impersonating a fucking band. So I don't even know how that even worked out. Do you really? Well, I was gonna say, do you need to act like a band when you have an inside guy? You know, getting you in. Do you really need to be? Well, we're a band. Does it matter? You got in. I thought that the band feels like it would be something like, okay, we need a band. Well, we're a band. Sign us up. But, you know, you're already in. So I was like, okay. And so they set up this elaborate, ruse. They got instruments. They actually can play a couple tunes. Like, they practiced. I was like, what the fuck is going on here, man? This is pretty... You could just get to work right off the, helicopter. But no, we gotta practice 2 songs. We gotta have 2 songs at least. We got all this shit. They got the catering and all that. They actually got to get the food. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. It was weird to me.
Yeah, it was weird because, like, to your point, I mean, I'm assuming Krill and Tommy Lee. What's Tommy Stranix?
Yeah,
I'm assuming they're like come up with this master plan of like, oh, we'll just say you're hiring a band and you can land a helicopter. But like to your point, you could just tell everybody a band's coming. And then when the helicopter lands, maybe you can play dress up. But once you get inside the ship, you can just do whatever the fuck you want and take it over. There's no reason to like play a full set of music and all this shit.
Yeah.
Could have taken it over right away.
Yeah, and that brings me to that's a good segue when they're first doing all that, and then we get the Tommy Lee Jones as William Stranix. God, what a name, dude! Embittered former CIA operative, who is the highest ranking officer in this room right now. You, sir. What is your position? He's like, whatever, third in command. Well, thank you, sir. Pow! Pops him in the head. One bullet, one drip of blood, dead. I regret to inform you, we are taking over the ship. some shit. It's very almost Two-Face-ish.
Yeah.
With the flamboyantry he has. He's got this fucking sequined ass leather jacket with like a fucking eagle on the back and shit. So he does still kind of love America, but you know he's embittered. So now it's more like a rock star America. And this brings me to this was completely unnecessary. I don't know why the fuck it happened. I don't know whose idea it was. I think I have a inkling on whose idea it was, but what's his name? Peter Krill, Gary Busey. Completely out of character because this guy's super serious and like an asshole, right? Takes himself incredibly serious, goes and changes into drag with giant fake tits, a fucking skirt, a wig. Comes back in the room. He's like, hello, boys, here. And he's just dancing. And it's like, what the? Is this the same fucking guy?
The weirdest dance, too.
Even the fucking, the sailors are like, is that fucking Krill? Maybe he's not such an asshole. What the fuck? It made no fucking sense. And so he's like, I gotta go pick up the captain. It's like, why do you have to pick up the captain dressed in drag?
Yeah.
And then it makes no sense because he goes to pick up the captain. Hello, captain. He's dressed in drag. He's like, what the fuck are you wearing? And he shoots him in the chest. So who was the drag for? Why did you change into drag? It makes didn't help the story, didn't help the character. I was like, what the fuck was that about? I know Gary's a weird fucking dude. I'm thinking it was his idea.
It's probably his
idea.
I
got an idea. What if I dress in drag, right? And I give a little smooch to one of the sailors, and they're like, is that Krill or not? I don't know, man. That could be a sexy woman. I can't tell. I was like, what the fuck? And then he's like, oh, I think later he's like, oh, let me go change to like, to Stranix. And he's like, yeah, why don't you go fucking change?
What are you still doing?
Why the fuck did you even do this in the first place? Just to walk through the boat one time and go shoot the captain in drag? It was the funniest fucking shit. Woohoo! Oh, boys! It's like, Jesus.
It's so weird. Although it kind of pays off a little bit. I'll give the movie a little bit of credit because after they kill the captain, he's sitting at the desk and he's like, see what I had to be put up with? And he opens up the employee report or whatever, and he's like, do I look like I need a psychotic valuation? And Tom Lee Jones is like, not at all, but he's like still wearing drag. So it kind of pays off a little bit. He's a little bit of a psycho.
Not at all. Yeah, and then we got another weird character is the Jordan Tate. So we see her, everyone's like ooh and an on, and then she pops out of the cake after there's gunshots with the takeover and so what the hell? Ryback's trying to get out of the meat locker. The stupid kid's kind of listening to him, but kind of not. And he's like, "Those are gunshots, boy. You got shit for brains. Come on now." Yeah. Kind of hopping in and out of his Creole sounding fucking accent. Don't believe me? Believe the captain, boy. Call the captain. He'll tell you this. It's like, okay. And I think they realize. The terrorists realize They should have realized because fucking Krill was the one who put him in there. Oh yeah, I forgot. I put that guy in the fucking freezer. My, my bad. He's just a cook. Don't worry about it. He's just a lowly fucking cook. And then, anyways, they send a team down there. Ryback kind of fucks them up, puts them in the fucking meat locker, but then they shoot out, shoot out of it. And then, is this the point where he has like the knife fight? Or no, that's later with like fucking Tommy Lee Jones, but that we gotta get to that knife fight. That was hilarious.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what's going on. They're just slapping.
Ting, 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 ting. It's like having a sword fight with knives. Ting, 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 ting. And
one of the guard kills of the scene you're talking about, we were laughing because I don't know if it's the way it's shot. I should have went back and watched just that scene this morning because I have no idea what the fuck happened. But he has like his forearm on the guy's like chest, kind of neck, and he's like pulling him down. And then the guy cuts to the guy and he goes, ugh, and he falls down. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like, what was he even doing? He didn't do like a neck snap movement. He just kind of went like this, and then the guy just limped. I'm like, what was the move? How did you kill him?
I got that like he had broke his neck because he was like pressing really hard. That's what I got. I mean, it wasn't an elaborate, but that's what I kind of my vibe was. Yeah, and we have a fucking what is that? The Crop McGraw. We had the neck stealing later.
Oh yeah.
You catch that one? It's like, oh, fucking steal the peach, dude. Throws his little bit of fucking. And then he does it. It's like, oh, you hear a gurgle. And, oh god,
it gets really violent in like the last 10 minutes of the movie. Like Jesus.
Yeah, so that
Roadhouse
Jordan Tate character is kind of funny. So she first comes in the cake, and she's like an hour late because she's like the Krill gave her those pills for like nausea and stuff. She said, "Hey, take 2 and call me in the morning."
Yeah,
and she's like, "I'm really sick," and there's like a fucking handful of them. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
she said 2, and so she like falls asleep in the fucking cake. Hour late, pops out, "Happy birthday, Mr. President," and the music's kicking. Her love is like bad medicine. Anyways, and she's got her tits out and stuff, and then and his reaction is like, who the fuck are you? hey, I would like take it as like a threat or something. He's gonna like take her down or something. Where's the crew? I don't know. Who brought you in? I don't know. Fucking ask some stupid questions. And what's funny is her synopsis here is Jordan Tate, Playboy Playmate, Miss July 89, the same as Ellenek was in real life, who came on board to entertain the ship's personnel and becomes Ryback's sidekick. That's the ridiculous part. She does become like the sidekick.
Yeah.
By the end of the movie, like taking on terrorists. She's like a Playboy Playmate. It was pretty funny. I heard that Seagal turned this down because he didn't like that character. He said, I didn't like this bimbo coming in and just being a bimbo. So they kind of made her an equal to him by the end and a love interest, and it's a pretty strange story.
Yeah, as I was watching it, I was wondering, I still don't know. I'm wondering if Under Siege was pre or post Speed. Because I feel like what Speed did really well is introduce like that female sidekick with Sandra Bullock, and I think Speed's an amazing movie, and she's great in her, and Keanu Reeves are great in it. So I was wondering, like, this was post Speed, and they're trying to like, do the same thing, give the main character like a fun female sidekick that actually does something.
Yeah, but
not do much.
But Sandra Bullock doesn't start off with her tits and her ass out. It's kind of hard to like build this character up as an empowered woman when you start them off like that. It's kind of.
And she ain't no Sandra Bullock.
No. So, and there's that awkward ass kiss at the end. Right, Ryback, why don't you show us a move? here's a move for you. Just like rips her in. I don't care if you wanted that. I'm planting that.
I did not get any love interest vibes throughout any of the movie.
Throughout the whole movie.
You think like any flirting, like nothing. There's none of that.
I don't know what gave you the wrong idea, man, but I have no interest. Oh man. So yeah, I mean Busey is just perfect in this, and so is Tommy Lee Jones. They make a great team. I love like Tommy Lee Jones. Well, congratulations, Captain Krill. The ship is yours. And he's all giddy. Hey, nice. And then later on, they have some button heads. It's like, Tommy Lee Jones says, my battle. What do you mean your battleship? You said I was the captain. I thought I was the captain. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for me. And then, there's some great stuff. And he's like, so you are going to drown your own crew? Well, they didn't like me anyway. He just plans on drowning them in the head.
Yeah.
So he gets out, I think, how does America realize something's wrong? Oh, yeah, because they send they're looking for that helicopter. And they send like a F-14 or F-18.
Yeah.
Go check it out. And he sees the helicopter on the deck. And then they fucking shoot the helicopter down.
Yeah.
And that looks pretty cool. And the guy's like, are you locking on to me? Hey, are you guys locking on to me?
Mayday, mayday.
Yeah, he doesn't eject or nothing. He just, I'll sit it out. I'll ride through it.
But nothing but a scratch.
Yeah. And so that's how they find out. And they get it like a joint game. Who is that guy? I'm trying to look up the guy who knows.
Oh, the CIA guy?
Yeah, Strannik's lead commando. Was that who it is?
I
No.
don't remember his name.
Yeah, but he was the guy who like Strannik's worked for. And he kind of throughout this meeting find out that this guy tried to kill Strannik's.
Yeah.
My country betrayed me. And yeah. So, we tried to neutralize him, but we missed. What can I say? And he's just an asshole all around, man, throughout the whole fucking movie, like little conniving bitch. Like at one point he's like, well, worst comes to worst, we could blame it all on the cook. Yeah, we could. Cook murdered everyone. I don't know.
Hey, what are you gonna do? I think we even find out about, when do we find out about Seagal? Was it, I'm trying to remember if it's in the war room or if it's when Krill steals the file and gives it to Tommy Lee Jones.
I think
when we find out.
I think Krill is our reveal.
Mm.
I found his personal file in with the captain's belongings. I just love doing a Gary Busey impression. Anytime I get to do it, I love it. This guy is a goddamn Navy SEAL. Okay? He's got 2 silver stars, a Purple Heart, fucking over 97 confirmed kills. He's a psychopath, and he hates America. I told you to go through every personnel file of everyone on this ship. Well, I didn't have access to it at that point, okay? I thought he was a cook. His food was delicious. Not too salty, seasoned just right with the Creole style. You should have tried this guy's fucking bouillabaisse. And he spits in his fucking soup.
Yeah.
like the water boy. He's like, oh, cook. And then later he's like, tell the captain he spit in my soup too. Like when he's locked up. And then there's another funny part. And boy, use your brain, boy. Take my pies out the oven.
Get my pies out the oven.
At 3 different points of time, you're like, take them pies out the oven, boy. Something's burning here. Did you check the pies?
I love how he keeps calling him shit for brain. Hey, shit for brains. Get my pies.
Yeah. Yeah, and he tells him, and then he's like, oh, shit, we got to take care of this guy. It's a fucking Navy SEAL. And send so and so. You're gonna. And I can't remember whose idea was it to send more people. Stranix.
Yeah, probably Stranix.
Yeah, and he's like, no, we're fine. And anyways, they all get fucked over. And how does? Oh yeah, then Ryback gets in touch with the the team back in America trying to stop this. Finds out they're sending a SEAL team. Not SEAL Team 6 that went after Bin Laden. This is SEAL Team 5, baby. 5. Lesser known team. Still good. Yeah. And you get some stuff where it's like, how did they find out that Krill's in on it? Oh yeah, from talking to him the first time. Because they're unsure. They're like, how's this gonna go if we send in the SEAL team? Well, if he has control of the whole ship, it's gonna be very difficult. But if he's just rogue running amok, we should be able to stop him. He's like, I hate to inform y'all, but XO Krill is involved with this. In and out of that Creole accent, though. You know, Krill be involved with them terrorisms. He be involved with them dang terrorisms. And then it cuts to the guy. They have control of the ship.
Krill, no.
Fuck. He's a fucking psychopath that hates America. So he's supposed to hang tight. Even then, he's kind of being a smart ass with all of them too. He's like, well, I think I'll just try and stop him myself. You sit tight, soldier. But that's later on. The SEAL team tries to come, but like nothing comes of that.
Yeah, this gets shot down immediately. Yeah,
yeah. It's like should have sent SEAL Team 6, man. 5.
Yeah,
sending 5 for, dude.
Or at least come underwater. Like they're gonna see the helicopter coming towards the ship. I mean, you gotta think of a different plan than that.
Yeah, don't they do water infiltration? This is the SEALs.
I played Call of Duty. The little.
Yeah, the big rubber dinghy.
Yeah.
Or you fucking Metal Gear Solid it with like a fucking missile and you're under the water. You're in a little submergible. I don't know. But he gets his team from where the fuck was this team at? They were like locked up.
Yeah, he's like walking by and they're doing like Morse code. That was kind of a funny bit. She's like, "What are they saying?" He's like, "Get me the fuck out of here," or something like that.
Get me the fuck out of here. And he goes like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I asked him where the fuck they were. I can't fucking figure it out. So he gets them, but they're separate from like all the other guys. I don't remember where they were though, and why they were separate.
Like in the engine room or something? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, right. Was those
like
the guys?
Yeah.
Were those the guys where they brought in the hors d'oeuvres just to fucking start killing people? another ridiculous thing. Hors d'oeuvres. Get the fuck in here! Shooting people. Fucking enjoy that fucking crab cake, bitch. It's the last one you'll ever have. Yeah. So he gets them, group of ragtag engineers. Oh yeah, one of them is Tuco from fucking Breaking Bad.
So oh yeah.
Good. Hey man, tight, yeah, tight. All right, right back, man. You the man, right back. And I was like, who the fuck? Guy's so fucking familiar. Mm-hmm. A little fucking Breaking Bad. Tuco, baby.
There's the chubbier guy with like the big. He was in Ventura, one of the Venturas, I thought. Like the partner, one of the guys, one of the cops that works at the station.
Yeah, I think so.
The first one or the second one.
Or is it the guy that works for the Dolphins?
Oh yeah, it's that guy. Yeah. That guy.
He's always interacting with like Courtney Cox's character.
Yeah.
Tell him to get out of the pool. Yeah. So he teams up with them and he starts fucking taking out people, and then this is like his cool point at Tommy Lee Jones is like he's good. This guy's good. And how does Gary Busey die?
he Ryback
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
puts the bomb on the sub, and then they're out there trying to fix the sub.
Yeah, he's like goes to the sub and he's like he's shooting missiles at the sub.
Mhm.
Right? We took over the weapon system. How? It's like they're hacking and like the weapon system is basically like a box of wires and
Mhm.
then like a piece of glass with some of that rudimentary radar lighting. It's like
Yeah,
that's the complexity of this ship. It's like we took over the radar. They took over the radar and the weapon systems by flipping a switch or something or crossing a wire. Oh shit!
hmm
Oh no! And he starts shooting missiles at the fucking sub. But for some reason, like they took over the weapon system, but it's not very accurate. Like you're supposed to
Yeah,
just lock
yeah.
on, and he's like having to do it manually. Okay, 2 degrees north, like moving the barrel. That ought to do it. I got him. And then Busey doesn't seem very scared. Like a missile comes in and like blows up near the sub. He's like, "Oh, I must be playing around or something." I was like, "What the fuck?" And then yeah, they they get him, the missile on sub. They're trying to sub out the missiles, right? We got to create a railing system. That's what
Yeah.
they go back to this point. Oh my god, they created a railing system. Oh my god, they're geniuses. Look, our son created a pulley system. He's a genius. I got an idea. We'll create a railing system. All right, well, that'll rail out the missiles. Oh
Genius.
god, they keep going back to it, sir. Even when he's talking back to America, they got a railing system going. Son of a bitch. A railing system? They mean business. Any other system, I would think they didn't have a chance. But a railing system? By God damn it, I
My
think they might
God.
do it. Son of a bitch.
Oh God.
Yeah. The best engineers couldn't come up with a railing system. How could they do it? They're just terrorists. Oh god, the railing system. So Busey gets killed. Oh yeah, and the whole time they're like, I remember that other guy. That's another secret he's hiding. Could they have a submarine? No, no chance in hell. We shot it down. Confirmed kill. Next scene. Boom, boom, boom. It's a nice sub we got here.
Yeah.
Like a North Korean sub or something. Um, yeah.
It was like I remember that one of them was funny because I think when Busey's trying to fix the sub and he's yelling at one of the engineers on the sub and he's like, "Oh, Luigi!" And I'm like, "Of course his name's fucking Luigi." It's some little Italian guy.
Well, can you fix it? Is this sub big enough to create a railing system? We're really big into that. Oh, you should have just stayed dressed in drag through the whole fucking movie, dude.
That would have been awesome.
The rest of the movie.
You're gonna commit.
So, he's dead, and I mean, it starts to drag at the end, man. I was like, fuck. It's still going.
Yeah.
It's just really dragging at the end. We can tighten this up a lot, I think. Remove the railing system subplot. We got 40 minutes less movie.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to save the crew because he's gonna drown them. Like I said, it gets pretty brutal at the end. He's like, I want to show you something. Or what the fuck? Ryback puts the camera. Shows the guys getting, the water filling up. Slowly but surely filling up.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's like 10,000 gallons a minute just rushing in there, but it's taking forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking taking hours to kill these guys. And then they don't want to drown, so like they're climbing up the ladders, shoots a dude when he's climbing up, falls down, and they're like, look, they're fighting amongst themselves now.
Yeah.
Chaos ensuing. We'll see how loyal a hungry dog really is.
God damn it.
And don't do that to him. Don't drown him. And yeah. I don't remember. Like, I think at some point they're like, "Well, fuck it. I don't think we're gonna be able to fucking uh sell these missiles at this point. Our plan's so fucked up. You know, we don't have the sub, all this. Our railing system's in tatters. It's barely qualifies as a system anymore. It's more like just railing." And so I was like, so the plan kind of changes. Well, fuck it. Let's just blow up the world, baby.
Yeah, let's blow up Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah, starting with Hawaii. Hawaii. They'll never see it coming. And the missile's going, and it's like rudimentary green on glass.
Mm-hmm.
Like taking 10 hours to reach the island. Well, can we stop it? No, we can't stop it. There's nothing that can stop a missile. It's like,
Except the codes.
Yeah. Well, you don't have the codes. Oh, what do you mean the code 60281? Oh my God, it checks out. By God, he has the fucking codes and a railing system. Fuck me. Finally, somebody's like, wake up the president.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Is he not going to be involved at all in this? Like, shit, bro. Yeah, then it just fucking kind of fizzles out near the end. We get some more fucking Tate being a fuck commando. She's got fucking gear and shit, and she's brave. No, I'm not leaving them behind.
The backwards ball cap for some reason.
Yeah, yeah, looking tomboyish.
Yeah.
And then, like that one guy's like trying to impress her. And what did he say? And he was like, I'm just an engineer. I ain't fighting terrorists, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'll watch Miss July. I'll stay here. And oh yeah, and I like when she was like, "Oh, you're just a cook. You're not just a cook." And yeah, we get to the end, and what do we? The SEAL team gets just obliterated instantly. Like someone on deck. What was that? I see something. They're climbing up, and they just fucking shoot the shit out of them. Oh shit! They saw us. That was the plan. I hope they don't see us. That could really jeopardize the plan. Oh shit! They did. Wouldn't you know it? The one weakness of the plan. And that one guy who like sees him, the guy with curly hair, like he's in a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like who the fuck is that guy? I couldn't remember, but yeah, I've seen him in so much stuff. But yeah, he's very familiar. So then we get the quintessential, right? Isn't it wet during their fight? It's wet. I'm remembering wetness. Maybe it's raining.
The Tommy Lee Jones fight?
Yeah.
No, it's in the like the captain's or the control room because there's like
he
shoves him in his computer when he kills him. So they're in like the control booth.
I'm remembering at some point where he was fucking wet. Maybe he wasn't wet. He was just like sweating. But he comes in, remember that? He has his jacket off and he just grabs his face a lot. He's just so frustrated with this plan going to shit. No, you can tell that the team is starting to think like he's unraveling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's like, fuck the plan. We're just going to fuck up America. So I said, what is it? It's the fucking, the guy says something like about revolution versus, what's the other one he uses? Fuck. What the fuck does he say?
I don't remember.
A movement. Oh yeah, it's like your movement's over, and it's like, yeah, of course it is. It's a movement. It moves, it stops. That's the trouble with a movement. But what we're doing is a revolution. Keeps going. Like, yeah, some cool stuff there. Anyways, they get to fight. And I think Tommy Lee was like, oh, fuck. Like having to fight him. Yeah. He realizes, like, fuck it. And then they both got little fucking knives with the pointed at the other guy. And then back up. And ting, 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 ting. And then it's like connecting and tinging. And he comes in, close up, tie-dye shirt cut. Close up, wrist cut. Ah! Ow! Shit, man.
Oh yeah, I think he gets like cut on the forehead, or it's just he
Yeah.
gets Seagal on the forehead right above.
And then
the
he can't stab him because he's wearing a leather jacket. It shows like the knife. He goes, and it's just like, oh shit, it can't penetrate leather. This is a little knife. It's like tink, like bounces off. That's why I wore leather for a knife fight. And then just tink 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 tink, just ridiculous, funny shit. And what happens? Then he just finally gets the best of him, and then it quickly changes to a Tommy Lee doll.
Yeah.
And he plunges the fucking whole knife in the top of the skull like that deep. And
After Tommy gouges his fucking eye, I was
yeah. Ow! And they got this little fake eye or something and dangling. I was like, that don't look like an eye. Looks like an eye booger or something. It's like the tiny.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and then fucking shoves the knife in the top of the skull, then throws him into like a circuitry board or some shit. Yeah, it's good. And then I don't remember like the ending specifically. I remember it ends pretty damn abruptly.
The fucking rocket was pretty, because at this point the two rockets are still on their way to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And the government shoots one down and like, yay! And then Seagal's like on the radio is like, what about we forgot about the other one. I was like, what do you mean you forgot about the other one? And then I love they're trying to relay the codes to Ryback, and he's sitting there, and I think Tate has like a pen or a paper and pencil. She's like writing it down. 407. Did you say 7? Like it cuts to the. They're like, did you say a 70? Can you repeat that? It's like, hurry the fuck up. It's like it's so fucking long to get those codes.
Yeah, and they're like entering it in, and it's like a shows entry. Missile. You know, one of those.
I should have pushed the wrong one.
Fuck. It's like a rotary phone. You got to start it all the fuck over if you mess up one. Shit. Oh, shit. It's a 7. 4. 2. Yeah, and so they get it in at the last fucking second, and it shows the missile blowing up like right before the shore. Yeah, and so they're all happy and stuff, and that slippery CIA eel, there was something with him leaving the room or something.
Yeah,
he's got more secrets, but so, what do they send, a rescue team onto the deck? I don't remember, or...
I think they're just like celebrating. That's when we get the kiss that we were talking about earlier, and then I think it just cuts to like a funeral after that. I don't think they show how they get rescued.
Yeah, it's no rescue team, right? They're just celebrating on the deck.
Yeah.
Like champagne. Yeah. It's like they won a war or something, you know? It's like... crazy shit.
It's like the end of Top Gun when everyone rushes to get the fucking pilots down. Everyone's celebrating on the flight deck. The sunset.
Yeah, show us a move, Ryback. Oh yeah, someone starts dancing. Like they did earlier. Who was dancing earlier?
It's some random guy because he dances in the kitchen.
Was it Tuco?
And I don't remember.
And it's that fucking song.
I got the power.
I was like, yeah, dude, this is dope. And it's like something they do often. He's like, we're just having fun here. And then, hey, we saved the day the terrorists are done. Do that shit again, boy.
I got the power.
Stops like a freeze frame of him. Under siege.
That would have been awesome.
Oh, it's so fucking good. This guy's just dancing for no fucking reason and not particularly well. Yeah. And I don't remember why he said that. Show us some moves, Ryback. What do you
Yeah.
mean by that? I don't understand what you're saying. Like a karate move? Are you wanting me to dance? I don't know what you're asking, but I will aggressively kiss this woman to my right. How's that for a move?
Oh God.
uh, uh, I just read something that Pamela Anderson said she got turned down for this movie because she turned down Steven Seagal's advances.
Oh wow.
So I don't know how much credibility that has, but that's what she said.
Hmm.
She could. She is not a very good actor. I'm glad she wasn't in this.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen some of the stuff she's in?
I've been meaning to go back. I think I've seen it on HBO. I've seen it on one of the channels, but remember Barbed Wire, the comic book movie she was in? It's been
Barbed
so
Wire.
long since I've seen it, but I was like, I should probably watch this and see how fucking awful that is.
Is that the one where she's like in a tight black like cat suit on the
Yeah.
cover and she's like,
Mhm.
back to yeah, yeah. I could see like Anna Nicole Smith being in this at that time. She was doing roles kind of like this.
Yeah.
I could see her doing that. Yeah. So that's it. And then yeah, they cut to like a fucking. It's the funeral for the captain, right?
Yeah.
And you get when he finds the captain dead, he gets so solemn and he puts his jacket over him and places it just right to see his medals.
Hmm.
And I love that interaction too. In the beginning, he's like, "Go put your dress whites on." Well, you know, Captain, I've never been much for ceremony, and if I had as many medals as you, I'd wear them every day. Well, you can have them, Captain. I don't much like them. Just this weird interaction. And then you get Gary Busey after he leaves the room. Why do you put up with that asshole? He cooks good.
He's a good man.
I love his bouillabaisse. And yes, that's it. Ends abruptly. I gotta go watch Under Siege 2.
Oh,
Dark
man,
Territory.
That's a banger, man.
Dark Territory.
Train.
It's on a train this time. What's less threatening, less cool, less everything than a battleship? A train. I mean, I guarantee you it would have been a bus if Speed hadn't come out.
Yep.
Could you pick something shittier? Like a rickshaw or something under siege.
And I think it's written by J.J. Abrams.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Back in the day before JJ
I heard
was JJ.
I heard he's trying to do a number 3. I could be down for that. One of these like return to form movies where the guy's older, like Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Or something like that for Seagal. All old and
he looks like shit. Yeah.
Damn it, I gotta do it again. I stopped cooking a long time ago. His eyes always shut. Will Sasso always did a great Seagal. Remember that on Mad TV?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm dressed in a fucking kimono every time. Just fucking slapping people. Anyways, I would love to see a number 3 come back. Oh no, they got a railing system going again. Oh, oh no. Oh shit. Get Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey back. Gary Busey's crazy ass on screen, dude. Is Gary Busey even alive? I don't fucking know.
I don't know. He doesn't look alive if he is.
I think he might have passed away. I have no fucking clue, man. He's got.
I don't know.
If he hasn't, he's out of the atmosphere, anyways. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Under Siege. It's been a while since I watched it. While watching it, I was like, okay, I understand somewhat why Seagal was so big. This is fun. Not necessarily because of him, though. You know what I mean? It's like the movie's good in spite of Seagal, not because of him. So, this could have been a banger Van Damme movie, dude. You put Van Damme in that role, doing some splits and shit, some high kicks. Oh, fuck. But we got Seagal breaking necks, pulling out throats. Great Gary Busey and what the hell's his name? Tommy Lee Jones stuff. Great team up as the bad guys. Tommy Lee Jones, we have that relationship with the director and go on and do The Fugitive. Bum, bum. So, yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Man, is it in the eights? I'm not so sure. Uh, who am I kidding? Yeah, it is. It's fucking fun as shit. It's 8.1.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said earlier, this is Tommy Lee Jones's movie, man. He's so fucking good. Steven Seagal is so boring in this movie, and not even the action scenes are really that good. Like, I don't even know martial arts for a martial arts man movie. Like, this is not like all the actions shot. Like, it makes me think as I was watching them, like, are these guys like phonies? Because they get a lot of help from editing. Because like nowadays, action scenes are shot wide. You actually see Keanu Reeves do moves and do stunt work. But like when you go back and
Yeah.
watch these '90s movies, it's like I don't know. Like they go right here and then it cuts to like a close up of the hit. So I don't know. It's really weird. Like is Steven Seagal a phony or what? But the action isn't really. I know he's not. I know he has like black belts and shit. But the martial arts in this movie is not very good, not very entertaining. But despite all that, I guess I'm kind of echoing what you're saying. I feel the same way. Despite all of that, I think the story is fun. I think Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey are fun. There's a good momentum to it. It doesn't really drag. And this is probably the best Die Hard clone that I've seen. Well, maybe Sudden Death. Sudden Death's pretty damn good. I keep telling myself to go back and watch that. That's the one with Van Damme in the hockey stadium. That one's fucking awesome. So yeah, I was coming in with a 7.5, so we're not too far off. I just wish someone else played the Ryback role because I just find Seagal so fucking boring. Like, there's no charisma. There's like nothing likable about him. He's just he's so boring. So boring.
Men want to be him, and women want to be with him. Seagal.
I was trying to think of other like martial arts like megastars back then. I can only think of Van Damme and Seagal. I mean, you obviously have like the Stallones and Schwarzenegger, but those weren't more, they were like just the big tough guys. I was trying to think of like other martial arts guys around that time in like the early 90s. I guess Jackie Chan showed up at some point, but I think it was just Seagal and Van Damme.
Kind of just them.
Yeah.
Did Seagal do a movie with DMX?
Yes. Exit Wounds is what it was called.
Exit Wounds. I gotta fucking check that shit out, dude. It looks just like that other one that DMX did with Jet Li. Did he do that one? It's like the same movie, but get a different like celebrity. Yeah, 8.1. What'd you say? 7.5?
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, man. It just sucks that you gotta rent it. You know, when we pick these old movies that are like classics, I'm like, yeah, that'll be on something. It never is.
Nope.
You gotta fucking rent it for $3.99. Like, fuck, man. Why aren't these
same
good classic movies on streaming services, bro? It's bullshit.
I saw Dungeons and sidetrack, but I saw Dungeons and Dragons on Paramount, so I'm gonna try and check out that soon. I hear it's really good.
Yeah, Jesse just watched it. I don't know, it looked okay on the parts I walked in on. But you know what else is out? Is White Man Can't Jump.
Oh God, I watched like 30 seconds of that trailer, and I was like, oh, why? Why? You can't compete with fucking Wesley and Woody, man. You can't. Like, why are you even trying? It looks so bad. I'll watch it just because it looks bad, but
I thought that guy looked pretty good, that rapper, for not being an actor. It didn't strike me as like a, somebody just doing a movie and not being able to act. It seemed okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I forget that guy. What the hell's that guy's name?
Harlow?
Yeah. Harlem?
Jack
I don't
Harlow?
know. Yeah, Jack Harlow. Young Gravy? I don't know what the fuck he is.
Young Gravy?
I like that dude. He's got some cool songs, though. Yeah. I haven't seen that original one, man.
You ever see White Man Can't Jump?
Mm-mm.
Oh, man. That's a fucking awesome sports movie.
That's another, they did another movie with the train, right? That's a different movie?
That's a different movie. That's Money
Train?
Yeah.
But that's the same people? Wesley and
Wesley and Woody, yeah.
Okay, because I remember Money Train. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
White Man Can't Jump is like Wesley is a basketball hustler on the streets, and then Woody shows up one day looking like a fucking tie-dye backwards hat, and just he's like, "Fucking white boy, what are you doing here?" And then Woody ends up hustling him. He's using his looks to make people think that he's not good at basketball. Anyways, they team up and do some shit together. It's a really good basketball movie. It's really funny. It's rated R, so there's like Wesley and Woody saying, being the top of their game. It's really funny.
All right. Well, go check out Under Siege, y'all. What do you think? Was this one of your favorites? Was this Seagal's best movie? We'll let you decide. It's pretty good, though. 7.5, 8.1. Thank you for joining us, as always. We appreciate it. Please like and subscribe here on YouTube, and please follow us on our other platforms. We're out on Spotify and Apple Music or iTunes, whatever they call it nowadays. I don't have an iPhone. You tell me. Okay, I think with the death of the iPod, they changed it to Apple Music. I don't think it's iTunes because they don't have an iPod anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you just got a phone. Remember iPods were really cool. Now it's just useless. It's a brick. I remember you had one.
I loved it, man.
You had the first iPod. Like one of the Nanos, that little skinny blue one.
Skinny one, yeah.
And it had a camera. Like, what the fuck would you need a camera on this? All right, bro.
Yeah.
Take some stills, bro.
I've had two in my life. I had the big block one. I think either the first or second gen. I had that for a very long time, and then that broke, and then that's when I got the little Nano, which looks like a little fucking soundbar remote. It's so tiny.
Yeah. I had that. I bought one of those Nanos, and I didn't know anything about Mac, and then quickly realized that I couldn't do this shit on a PC. So it was just fucking useless. I couldn't get music on it. I just played the little brick game where you roll the thing. And bloop, bloop. It was just that. What was it? It was a $200 skinny little brick game, dude. Because I couldn't return it because it was like opened and shit. I was like, this is fucking stupid, bro. Go get me a CD player, bro. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Until the next Vs. Peace.
Peace.